Hola, y'all. I've got a ISSA certification from Mexico, and I love Mexico. Beautiful country. I want to go back. The ISSA certifications. Let me explain a little bit about it, and then we'll take a look at this one. The International Scissor Sharpeners Association is ISSA, which is a group that was started by a gentleman from Cyprus. And it to join, it's just you pay for the card and you agree to be nice to other sharpeners and to do your best and to keep learning. And but if you want to be certified, I send you a couple of shears. I know who I'm sending them to. I damage them all pretty much the same way, and then you send them in to me, and I on video I evaluate them. And I'm looking for, number one, do they cut? So I'm going to cut dry tissue, wet tissue, some hair. I may cut some fur this time. I've started doing a little bit of that. But, I mean, do they cut? Are they going to do what the hairstylist wants them to do? If they don't cut, they don't pass. And then next is you've beveled a beveled and convex a convex. That you have some concept about the difference between a beveled edge and a convex edge. And these shears are both, they're brand new. They're not like what you're going to be getting in the real world, which could have who knows what's wrong with them. So they're brand new. They're decently made. They shouldn't need to have any realigning to them because they haven't, you know, they're right out of the package with. I'll just put a few nicks on them and dull them up a little bit. So this is basic shear sharpening for hair salons or groomers. Now, if you want to be certified and have a little bit more higher criteria, there's a couple of organizations that I recommend. The NBTSG, National Beauty Tools Sharpeners Guild. I'm a member of that, and also I'm involved in the IBSA, International Beauty Sharpeners Association. And these have been around for a number of years, not as long as the ISSA. I think ISSA is probably now the longest running association of sharpeners, unless you count the Sharpeners Jam, which is just a convention. So I've done a lot of talking. I know you want to see what this looks like. And I've been having a lot of people not pass this. So here's my promise to you. If this one doesn't pass, I'm going to shoot another video. I'm going to damage the shears just like I sent them to you, and then I'm going to sharpen them on camera so you can see what I'm doing and see it's not anything mysterious, and I don't sprinkle pixie dust on them or something like that. Just kind of normal sharpening, and that's kind of a challenge. What if I fail? We'll see, but hopefully these will pass, and then I'm not going to have to shoot that video. Nobody likes a test, even if they're testing themselves. I'll take it back. I kind of do like tests. So let's see what we've got here. Let's clear some space here so we can see what's going on. I've been doing sharpening training this week, and I am not a very neat, organized person, and probably need to clean this surface up a little bit more. Let's get some of these things out of the way. Let's pack these pretty nice. I would probably prefer shipping the shears in a box, because you never know what the mail carrier will do with them, what they've set on top of them. I mean, they're probably safe enough, but oh, these are the beveled edges that came from my friend in Pakistan. So he sent me a note. He's got his business card here. I do collect business cards of sharpeners. Let's see. Dear Bonika, it's been a pleasure to know about you. You have been the way where I started to learn about professional scissor sharpening. In fact, I started to watch your videos, and I was finding the way to do the right job about it. Thanks for all of that. Talking about the test, I think it's a good method to prejudging ourselves. I've tried to do my best. As you'll see, beveled edge, had some doubt about angle. Finally, I set it at 40 degrees. I almost took off the blade, almost took off all the blade of the scissors. In the case of true convex edge, I try to start sharpening more slowly in order to get the best angles. I'll appreciate your tolerance for this beginner. You definitely have my tolerance. I send you my business cards. Thanks for your support. And I do love to teach, and I love what our sharpeners do. Let's see his test. He's definitely watching my videos because, oh, he's got one wrong here. Let me mark it. What is the optimum angle for a convex shear to cut sharp without pushing? He's got 35 degrees. That's not going to be very sharp. And if you polish it, it would push. 45 is probably going to be your best answer. Okay, and he's missed another one, number 9. If the tip pulls tissue, what problem would be the easiest to fix? And he's got bad alignment. Bad alignment is not easy to fix unless you're really good. The easiest thing to fix was the burrs not removed. Maybe you've got a little burr left behind and you can just literally wipe it off on a nail buffer, your jeans, a razor strop. Just get another plate, just kind of dust it off, and that may fix it. So he's missed 2, so that kind of lowers my expectations on what we're going to get here. But I've had high expectations and people have not passed, and so maybe with my low expectations. So he said he almost used up the blades on the beveled edge. Yeah, he's got a number of different angles here. And it's not pretty. But he did bevel them and not convex them. Let's see how they cut. Let's see how they cut dry. Felt kind of funny in the middle. I think I would have tightened that screw more. I'll try them wet. If they had cut beautifully dry, you know, but even dry, there's a little bit of, see the little fuzziness right here where I cut? That's not a clean cut. That's with pressure. That's with the least amount of pressure. And you see, it's just not cutting good there. So he's got a couple of different angles going there. So, I'm sorry you did not pass the beveled edge. Things wrong is it could have been tighter. And you've got a couple of different angles going here. I don't know what equipment he's using, so that might have been what hindered him. All right, convex edge. Oh, it looks like I'm going to have to sharpen some scissors today, maybe. And go through this. Wow. These look pretty good. Not 100%, but they look pretty good. He's definitely created a convex. Let's see how they cut. And I didn't even do hair with those. We can do some, but I'm out. Oh, those cut really nice. You see the wet? Yeah, the wet's not bad. Could be better, but see that time it didn't cut. And the next time it does, it's weird. I think I would have it. You see the adjustment here? I think if I had it one click more, I think that would have taken care of that problem. Just the one click. Yeah. I'm going to pass him on the convex edge. I don't know what went wrong with him on the beveled edge, but the convex edge, you know, it looks pretty good. It can be a little bit critical, but you know, I'd give him a 98% on the edge work. I mean, but that's one of the best I've seen in a while. So now, this is a different beveled edge than I have been sending out, and so I may. But once again, I think if you just got a nice bevel on it and cut it off, you'd have been good. He may have a flat hone and he doesn't have any kind of clamping system, I would guess. So he was trying to hold this straight, and it's just really hard. And back in the early days when I first got a flat hone, well, I never sharpened with the grinder system. I had a hard time with bevel edges before I had a clamp when I was freehanding it. All right, I'm going to see how these cut. They push a little bit. You see that? I've been using a little artificial fur here lately, in addition to the hair, because it does tell me some other things, and when I'm really wanting to test things. And this has like the fine and a thicker coating here. So let's just see how that. See, that cuts that pretty good. I don't see much pushing. And I'm getting down here to the thick part here. And that's cutting good. Let's see how these cut. It's not catching. Now you see this? Look here when I'm cutting the thick. See how it's tending to roll? See, it's not cutting good. Yeah, so I had to put some extra pressure to make them cut. I can make them cut, but I have to put some pressure on it. You see, if I'm just pushing on it, it does this. On this one, if I'm just closing it, it's pushing, but it's cutting. See how it pushes a little bit? But the tip doesn't push, and that's the key part. So, number 39548 passes on the convex edge. The bevel edge needs some work. I think he probably doesn't have a system to hold the angle steady. And I'm not sure if I was freehanding a beveled edge if I would be able to do a whole lot better, because I'm just very dependent on the clamp. Also, this is loose. I'm thinking if this was tighter, that would also have, it wouldn't have changed all these angles to one angle, but it definitely would have made it cut a little bit better. So I don't think it behooves me to do a video on how I sharpen these, but if you want to see it, put something in the comment section down there. I can be talked into it. And I'm going to say this one passes, this one doesn't. And I hate the shipping going back to Mexico. What I can do I'm sure if he's sharpening there, he's got some beveled edges. Maybe he could take some pictures or video of before and the after and give me some really good pictures of the edge, that it's all one angle. It's not like here and then here, it's, and just so that we don't have, unless he wants to pay the shipping back and forth, that's up to him. But there's some ways that he could pass on this one, because this is the main one, the convex edge.
So on this beveled edge, if he wants to certify and can do something with showing me in a video that he's figured out what's going on, that concludes the ISSA certification from Mexico today.